Good Monday morning, Oswego, and welcome to Top in the Morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Megan Roberts. Coming up this morning, we will have information on a couple of car crashes that caused delays this weekend, as well as the Bronx Trail derailment, which had a big impact on CNY travelers. And later on, we will have information on a futuristic installment at the Syracuse International Airport that left many travelers confused. We'll have a more in-depth look at your top stories in just a moment, but first a quick check of your weather to get you out the door with meteorologist Jack Tieber. Good morning, Jack.
Good morning, Megan, and good morning to you as well. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving break. It's so nice to be back. Still working on those turkey sandwiches. I still got a lot of leftovers from Thanksgiving. Anyway, let's take a look at the current radar outside. You can see there's really not much going on. Up to the north, just north of Lake Ontario, they're dealing with some snow showers up that way. But really what we're dealing with this morning are the clouds. You can see on the satellite image here, just all over the northeast is heavy cloud cover. We're going to be dealing that all day long. We're not going to be worried too much about the precip, though there is going to be a chance for some mixed precipitation throughout New York State. Here in Oswego, though, we're probably going to be dry most of the day. Other areas to the south and to the east of us might see better chances for some scattered activity throughout the day, but it's by no means going to be a washout or any kind of significant snowfall or anything like that. If they do see some, it's just going to be a little bit, but we're mostly going to be dealing with clouds today. So this morning as you head out, 36 degrees if you're going to class. Clouds, clouds, and more clouds as we head into the 5 o'clock hour for your evening commute, drive home, whatever you're doing. We're going to take a look at more in-depth weather coming up in just a few minutes. Time is 8:31. Megan?
Okay, thanks, Jack. Syracuse police say they are searching for the person who stabbed a city man in the chest yesterday in front of Andy's Food Market. Syracuse Police Sergeant Thomas Cornelian said Christian Hernandez was stabbed in the lower chest after a fight broke out between him and the suspect. Hernandez was taken to Upstate University Hospital in Syracuse, where he is being treated for non-life-threatening injuries. The suspect fled the scene before police could arrive. Anyone with information can call City Police at 315-442-5222. An 18-year-old was taken to Upstate University Hospital after flipping their van on Route 37 in Hastings yesterday. Emergency crews told 911 the 18-year-old driver did not appear to be injured but was taken to the hospital for evaluation. We will continue to follow this story as more information becomes available. The intersection of Route 6 and Route 45 is now open after crews worked to clear debris left from an accident last night. Crews cleared a broken utility pole and wires that were in the road. Volunteer firefighters were deterring traffic around the intersection after a carpool pileup. According to 911, Mentor Ambulance transported one person to Upstate University Hospital.
Rescue workers in New York swarmed an area in the Bronx where a commuter train jumped the tracks shortly after 7 o'clock on Sunday morning.
I heard this horrible whooshing sound, kind of like a plane crash. It was very disturbing, very loud, one of the loudest noises I've ever heard locally.
The train was on its way to Grand Central Station from Poughkeepsie, 100 miles north of New York City. As you can see, at least 2 train cars are flipped on their sides while the others lie twisted and mangled. This exclusive photo shows what one passenger saw from inside the wreckage.
I was in one of the cars that was completely on its side. During the crash, I was actually nodding off. And I opened my eyes just in time to realize what was going on, and I could hear the screeching of metal over the music in my headphones. And so I just kind of became immediately aware of what was going on, clutched all my personal belongings so as not to lose them, and then just kind of rode out the crash and just tried to stay conscious and aware.
The accident happened just feet away from the Harlem River. Divers combed the waters for bodies and possible survivors. Other victims were taken to local hospitals.
We have one with a very bad open elbow fracture going to be brought to the OR. Someone else with a bad open knee fracture also going to be brought to the OR. There's a person with a spine fracture. And everyone's condition is evolving.
In July, a freight train derailed near the same area, and federal officials are also investigating a collision that happened in Connecticut between 2 Metro North trains in May. So far, investigators are not saying whether any of those incidents are related. I'm Martha Shade reporting.
The New York train derailment had a significant impact on Amtrak travel for passengers across the Northeast. Some trains were delayed as many as 8 hours. It wasn't until after 8 o'clock last night when the first Amtrak train arrived in Syracuse, more than 12 hours after the MTA derailment downstate. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, John Mangello will be here for What's Happening in Oz. Stay with us. You're watching Top in the Morning.
Hey Laker fans, remember the following. Be loud, be proud, be funny, be civil.
Above all, be positive.
We've cleaned up our act on the ice. Now it's your turn to clean up yours in the stands.
Malcolm, you know energy savers last 6 times longer than regular bulbs.
This isn't my room. It's Baron Davis's.
The basketball player? This is his room?
I don't live here.
Millions of kids are using their energy wisely. What's your excuse?
Shocking shows that road all the time. Just had a few drinks. Just can't be happening.
Are we clear?
Clear. We're just buzzed. Just buzzed. You didn't tell us that, sir. You're right. This isn't happening. You'll be fine.
I feel good.
Really? No, not really.
Buzz driving.
Clear.
Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal.
Shocking.
Good Monday morning and welcome back. So, Jack, it was a very snowy weekend. I think that's the most snow I've seen on a Thanksgiving day in a long time.
Yeah, you know, I was just thinking about that. The last few years, we've had a green Thanksgiving, but it was actually, in my opinion, I like seeing snow on Thanksgiving, so I didn't have a problem with it. But we're not going to be dealing with snow today, though. We're just going to be dealing with some clouds throughout Oswego and Central New York and pretty much all of the Northeast. So that's going to be the big issue as you head out this morning. So let's take a look at your Storm Team day planner. You can see clouds, clouds, and more clouds. So all throughout the day, that's what we're going to be dealing with. 36 as you head out this morning. 38 our official high today by around noon, and by 5 o'clock, 37. So it's going to be a fairly chilly day, so you're going to want to dress accordingly for that. So the radar right now is showing some activity well to our north, just right into Canada near Montreal, but also to the south in northern Pennsylvania, but really throughout central New York, we're not dealing with anything right now. We might see some scattered rain and snow mix throughout the day, but we really probably won't see it in Oswego. The big picture that we're dealing with, like I said, is clouds. You can see the entire Northeast, just lots of cloud cover, and that's going to be with us all day long. Temperatures around the state right now, 31 up in Plattsburgh, 32 in Glens Falls, all the way down to New York City, 42, 33 in Syracuse, and a little bit warmer off to our west in Buffalo. So taking a look at the timecast, 10 a.m. this morning, you can see some activity. That's some snow and some rain mix just off to our east of Interstate 81. Again, Oswego is looking fairly dry throughout much of the day, so if we are going to see some precipitation, it's going to be in other parts of central New York. You can see around 4 o'clock some rain activity south of Syracuse, clouds, and it is going to be cool all day. Tonight, though, around 7 p.m. as we get later into the evening hours, again, some rain off to our east of Syracuse, and we might even see some fog in some low-lying areas. So if you're going to be traveling tonight, just take it a little slow, maybe give yourself some extra time because you might see some fog in some of those low-lying areas. Let's take a look at your 5-day forecast today. Again, 38 for the high. Some rain-snow mix, again, in Oswego. We're probably going to be high and dry. Tomorrow, though, we might be seeing some chance for some sunshine
That looks like the best pick of the week because you can see Wednesday and Thursday our chance for rain is going to increase. Temperatures actually going up by Thursday, 45, maybe hitting 50 in some places. And then Friday we're going to be seeing a drastic change as we head back to a low of 36 as an approaching storm system approaches that could bring us some snow. Megan?
Thanks, Jack. Well, now we will take a look at what's going on in Oswego with John Mangello. John?
Well, hello. Thanks, Megan. Good morning, everyone. So Christmas is in the air at Oswego tomorrow as the SUNY Oswego State Singers and College Choir perform their annual Christmas concert. The show will open with Bach's Magnificat, a classic song indeed, before moving into a variety of other recognizable Christmas tunes. The show is from 7:30 to 9 p.m. at Tyler Hall's Waterman Theater and is free for anybody who wants to get into the Christmas spirit. More holiday goodness is happening this Friday, December 6th in the Hewitt Union Ballroom as actor Carl Whidden, who is a Laker alum, might I add, returns to reprise the role of Scrooge in the classic play A Christmas Carol. However, for this special performance, he will be portraying other classic characters as well, giving a unique spin on such a classic holiday story. The performance is in honor of the 40th anniversary of Roseberry Nesbitt, a former Oswego Theater faculty member who staged these elaborate Christmas shows while she was with us at the school. Tickets are available now for $18 for the general public and $5 for students, and are available at all box office locations as well as online at tickets.oswego.edu. And finally, the biggest sporting weekend of the year is here, Whiteout Weekend. Now, those pesky Plattsburgh Cardinals visit the Campus Center Ice Arena this Saturday at 7 p.m. for the annual rivalry game. Now, tickets were selling ridiculously fast last weekend when they went on sale, but you may still be able to find some if you look hard enough. And if you can't, have no fear. The student media organizations have you covered. Tune into 88.9 FM WNYO or right here to WTOP 10 on game night for exclusive coverage and play-by-play of the biggest sporting event on the Oswego calendar. And Megan, I mean, one thing you got to realize is that, I'm sure you know this, I'm sure everybody knows this, but maybe for you incoming freshmen or first-year students, the Plattsburgh game here is the biggest thing. It's the biggest sporting event. It's our Cortica, I guess you could say.
Sure, and you know, I think that you would still be able to get standing room only tickets might still be available if you weren't able to actually get a seat.
Yeah.
So I think the student section is completely sold out. Those go, you know, in a couple hours.
People were, I heard when I got my ticket, people were camped out since like when the Campus Center opened on that Sunday. So it was crazy. I got one. I just walked up and got one, so I didn't have to wait. But you know, whatever. I'll be there. I'll see you all there.
I'll be there too. All right. Thanks, John.
No problem.
Well, there is a night and day difference between healthcare.gov on October 1st and the same site that launched yesterday. Jeff Zientis, the top administration official responsible for improving the problem-plagued Obamacare enrollment site, had this to say about the fix.
The bottom line, healthcare.gov on December 1st is night and day from where it was on October 1st. After clearing through fewer than 100 bugs across the entire month of October, the speed has more than tripled, with over 400 bugs fixed, eliminating critical glitches and making improvements to the consumer experience throughout the site.
The administration said the site can now handle 50,000 users on the site at once and 800,000 consumer visits a day. These numbers meet two capacity goals that date back to the original launch of the website. The administration said Sunday that the online Obamacare enrollment portal now essentially meets all the previously stated goals for the website. Freezing rain was blamed for highway pileups that sent dozens of people to the hospital Sunday morning in central and northern Massachusetts. Massachusetts State Police say a crash involving 65 cars and 3 tractor trailers closed Interstate 290 in Worcester at about 7 a.m. Spokesman for the State Department of Transportation, Michael Versikas, said crews treated roads Sunday morning, but the road conditions deteriorated quickly. Both directions of the highway were reopened by 11:45 a.m. And holiday travelers passing through Syracuse's Hancock International Airport experienced a new and confusing roadblock as they tried to leave the airport. For many travelers, this holiday weekend was the first time they saw the futuristic-looking exit portals. As part of a $60 million renovation this year, the Syracuse Airport installed exit portals that passengers must pass through to depart the airport. Passengers now enter a see-through elevator-like enclosure as one door closes behind them, then wait up to a few seconds until a green light flashes and the doors reopen to let them out. The exit portals prevent people and objects from returning to the secure area. Black Friday sales were down this year for the first time since 2009. Instead, many holiday shoppers got an early start and took advantage of sales on Thanksgiving Day. ShopperTrack reported a 2.3% increase in spending on Thursday and Friday. The NRF estimated that 141 million Americans did some sort of shopping over the 4-day weekend, but many of them were shopping from home. Online sales were up 17% from last year. Shoppers can rejoice in another big day on the retail calendar. Karen Kaifa has tips and tricks for shopping online and with your mobile device this Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday has its roots in the old desktop computer and wired internet. Shoppers would return to the office after the Thanksgiving holiday and hop online. Even with access to the internet in pockets, purses, couches, and cafes, retailers say Cyber Monday hasn't lost its luster.
We know that Cyber Monday is really going to draw the crowds.
The National Retail Federation says 8 in 10 retailers will offer special Cyber Monday deals. Laura Harders of the blog Beltway Bargain Mom says it's important to be able to separate the good deals from the great deals.
You want to take advantage of deal sites as well as online databases that congregate or help collect all that information in one place. So it really takes the hard work out of it for you.
Sites like Savings.com and PriceGrabber.com pull coupons and deals from multiple retailers. Also, the deep online discounts will go beyond Cyber Monday.
Last year, the days Cyber Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday were all over $1 billion online.
And after Cyber Week, Harder says she's noticed another trend.
Around December 15th, a lot of discounts on jewelry, handbags, other apparel items, and they're trying to clear their extra inventory, and they know that us as consumers are looking to go out and buy all of those holiday gifts.
That times well with the annual Free Shipping Day. Hundreds of retailers will participate on December 18th with delivery guaranteed by Christmas. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
Coming up after the break, John Mangello will rejoin us with your latest entertainment news and another look at your forecast this morning. Stay with us. You're watching Top in the Morning.
The forest is precious. One careless act caused by people and its beauty could be gone for a lifetime. Protect our friends in the forest.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
The Hollywood View is back with a brand new season and a brand new look. Join me for non-stop Hollywood coverage news right here on WTOP 10 every Tuesday at 10:30 p.m.
Hi, I'm CNN's Rob Marciano, and you're watching WTOP 10, your television station.
Every night before the show, me and the guys, we like to loosen up a little bit.
Blue, 42, hike!
Every now and then, Dan likes to take it a little too far. But hey, the show's all about competition, so we'll take it.
Stupid Dan with stupid football and stupid running.
Good Monday morning and welcome back. So Jack, were you able to get out this weekend for Black Friday at all?
I did, and we were sort of talking earlier, my other job, I had to actually work Thanksgiving night, which was an experience, of course, but I was able to get at least one bargain. I got a $5 Monopoly board game, so.
Ooh, nice.
I'm addicted to Monopoly. I play it on my phone. It's It's a really bad addiction to have.
Oh, that's a good bargain. I think my best bargain this weekend was I got 3 movies for $15, and pretty good movies, so I was excited.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. They had some great deals. Of course, today being Cyber Monday. So we'll take a look at your Cyber Monday forecast this morning. You don't really have any, you don't have to travel anywhere, I guess, unless you're got to travel to work to go on your computer and do your Cyber Monday shopping there. But you're really not going to be dealing with any problems as you're heading out to work or to class, wherever it is you're going this morning. The radar showing we're clear here in Oswego and throughout much of central New York. We are dealing with some snow showers to the north. There's a low pressure system centered close to Toronto at this hour. That's going to start moving eastward as we get into the later hours. Really what we're going to be dealing with today are the clouds. You can see much of the northeast, including central New York, is just covered in clouds. These are going to be stubborn, and they're just not going to be going anywhere today. So hate to break that news to you if you don't like the clouds. So let's take a look at some of the temperatures around the state right now. 32 in Glens Falls, 33 east in Albany, 42 down in New York. You're hanging at 33 in Syracuse, and just a degree higher than that up in Watertown. So what's the story for today? The Timecast putting that into motion, 10 a.m. We do have some spotty snow shower activity just east of Interstate 81. We're not going to be dealing with anything significant today. It's going to be spotty, and it's going to be mixed in different places. I really don't think we're going to be seeing too much in Oswego per se, but other parts of central New York, they might see some activity. You can see around 4 o'clock, just to the southeast of the city of Syracuse, they might have some rain activity. The big picture, again, is going to be the clouds, and it's going to be cool, especially as you head into the 7 o'clock hour, maybe some spotty showers throughout some parts of central New York, and maybe even some fog setting up if you're going to be driving around tonight, so be cautious of that. The 5-day forecast today, again, some mixed precipitation throughout the day. I don't think we're going to be dealing with it much in Oswego, but it's going to be 38 for the high. Tomorrow is looking like a nice day as we get some clearing, maybe some peaks of sunshine tomorrow with a high of 36. Wednesday, that picture changes as we start to deal with some rain possibly coming through. The temperature is getting higher by Thursday, 45 for the high. And then by Friday, that just kind of flips back on itself with a high of 36. And some of that snow will start to return into the forecast. 8:52, let's take a look at the roads this morning. There are some slick spots to deal with this morning, so be careful. Maybe give yourself some extra time. If you are headed downtown to downtown Syracuse this morning to the Metro Center for class maybe, they're having a bridge inspection at the Interstate 81, 481 overpass that's starting at around 7:30 this morning. So that actually already started. So they're going to be having some lane closures that could back up your commute if you're headed downtown to the Metro Center this morning. 8:52, send it back over to Megan.
Okay, thanks, Jack. And now we'll have your latest entertainment news with John Mangello. John, I understand a new Disney movie had a big break in the box office this weekend.
Well, you know what? I'll get to that in a sec, but you're right. It wasn't cold for that movie. Wink. I'll tell you what that is in a second. So it's for one final time this semester. Here are your box office numbers. So in first place for the second straight week is The Hunger Games: Catching Fire. Yep, earning an impressive $74.5 million for a total gross of $296 million. Wow. Fun fact about this film, okay? From earning this much money in just over 2 weeks, it has officially become the highest-grossing November movie in history, and that's pretty impressive. And sitting in second place, as Megan alluded to, although not by much, is Disney's Frozen, earning $66.7 million for a total of $93 million overall. Thor: The Dark World takes home the bronze medal this week, bringing in just over 11 to up its total to $186 million. The Best Man Holiday sits in fourth place, earning just under $8.5 million. And did you know it's a sequel? Because that knocked me for a loop, I can tell you that right now. It's a sequel to what? It must not have been that good. Ugh. Anyway, its total is now up to $63.4 million. And debuting in fifth place this weekend is Homefront, the new action movie starring Jason Statham, James Franco, and Winona Ryder. I don't think the expectations were very high for this movie, although there are some A-list Oscar-nominated actors in it. It earned just under $10 million. Here's a fun fact for this movie. It was written by Sylvester Stallone. Don't look for it to be nominated for any writing Oscars. That's what that means, folks. And now for the creepiest story of the year and the most disturbing. The lead singer of the band The Lost Prophets, Ian Watkins, pleaded guilty for sexual assault of a preteen child. Now specifically, he pleaded guilty to attempted rape and sexual assault of a child under 13. charges that were brought to him last December. So this is going on for a year now. Along with his confession, he's also being charged with owning child pornography and pornography involving animals. Nice guy to bring home for mom for the holidays. Sources say that when the Welsh government confiscated his computer, the password to the seized laptop was I blank kids. Just fill it in. It's just disgusting. The Lost Prophets are perhaps best known for their song Rooftops, and the band has since broken up because of the charges and confession of Watkins. So probably a good call on their part. And finally, what was supposed to be a weekend spent with family and friends turned into tragedy in Hollywood as Paul Walker, the star of the Fast and the Furious franchise, was killed in a car accident this past Saturday afternoon. Sources claim that he left a charity event that his foundation, Reach Out Worldwide, was throwing for Typhoon Haiyan relief. It is believed that he was a passenger in his red Porsche Carrera and that his friend Roger Rodaz was the driver. The car swerved off the road, hit a flagpole, and burst into flames. Walker was 40 years old. He was working on the upcoming 7th film in the Fast and the Furious franchise. Now, Universal Studios, the film's distributor, claims that after a brief delay, production on the film will continue. So, sad day for Paul Walker, but it's, the show must go on, as they say. As a fan of the franchise, I don't know what they're going to do with his character, but I think it's going to be a fitting tribute to just have him right out in style, I guess.
And I think they started filming some of the film,
Yeah,
right?
it started filming the end of September, so it's only a couple weeks in, so we'll see. That's very interesting. But
I wonder if they're going to have to just start from scratch?
We'll see. Tragic loss regardless. So.
Absolutely. All right, thanks, John. And we need to take one last break, but when we come back, we'll have a final look at your forecast. Stay with us. You're watching Top in the Morning.
Get your Smokey on. If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference. Because 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Down 70 to 35, and the Cougars were getting smoked like a cheap cigar.
I'm RJ.
I'm DJ.
Oh, wait.
Is that right?
We have a show coming.
It's on Wednesdays at 11:30, and you should watch it.
You better watch it.
You better.
Wait, I'm DJ.
The mailbox and the traffic light. Both are ideas from the minds of African Americans. Support the United Negro College Fund, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
Of course it's not happening. Armored car. Listen, having money isn't about luck. Make your own coffee, save $1,000 a year. Feed me. Feed the pig.
Good Monday morning and welcome back. Are trains, planes, and automobiles becoming a thing of the past? Well, for Amazon.com, this might be the case. Amazon is testing delivering its packages by using drones. Check this out. The idea would be to deliver packages as quickly as possible using the small unmanned aircraft through a service the company is calling Prime Air. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos played a demo video on 60 Minutes that showed how the aircraft, also known as octocopters, will pick up packages in small yellow buckets at Amazon's fulfillment centers and fly through the air to deliver items to customers after they hit the buy button online at Amazon.com. We are going to take a look at your final forecast for the morning with Jack. Jack, so it's looking like a kind of a rainy and icky morning.
Yeah, we're going to be dealing with clouds today, but first I just want to say, with that Amazon thing with the drones, before you know it, you're not even going to need broadcasts anymore. Just, hook up the meteorologist to one of those things. We'll be right on your front door to give you your weather in the morning. Anyway, let's take a look at your current conditions for the day. 36 going up to 38 for the official high. Clouds are the biggest thing for the entire day. So.
Well, that is going to do it for us this Monday morning. For the entire WTOP News team, have a great morning.